Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Forever Faithful Podcast. I'm Brandon Ferranio, joined by my co-host, Christian Dyer. How are we doing today, Christian?
Good. It's been a long day. Kind of tired.
I feel it. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the post-game today against the Raiders and what we liked about the game, what we saw, and if any of the plays that we saw today is going to be going into the season, and especially between the two quarterbacks. You want to start it off, Christian?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the two quarterbacks. I saw something saying that that Shanahan now said he's not going to do that in the regular season. I think he was just he might, but I think he's just trying to be a trickster because the Eagles and the Lions were there watching the game.
That's true.
So I think he's just trying to be a trickster. I didn't get to see the first drive that we scored on because I had just gotten home. I was trying to turn the game on, so I missed that part. But I mean, I think it could work, but I also worry about it working because if a quarterback's getting in a groove, that it can throw him off. Unless we're just bringing in Lance to run, then maybe it doesn't throw you off because if the quarterback's just handing the ball off at that moment anyway, then it doesn't hurt to take Jimmy out if he's just going to be handing off the ball in that play anyway. But I'm not really sure what to think. I really think we're just going to have to wait and see what happens week one because I think we're going to be surprised no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I totally didn't expect those plays to come out right at the start too, especially switching between Garoppolo and Trey. But it surprised me, but I actually liked it too. But I'm not thinking too much into it. But I do like how strong they came out and everything too. Especially seeing Alex Mack out there today and Trent Williams. Trent Williams looks the freaking same, man. Like, I'm
He's
so
a beast.
stoked for the season, man. I mean, he just took out that defender, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. It was nice though because like I didn't see the play, but I got to at least watch when Jimmy ran it in, and like kind of I saw a little bit afterwards, and it was just cool because it seems like especially if he's going to be a starter, he looks like he's happy and having fun. Like he's not afraid to run the ball right now. Like he doesn't look like scared Jimmy. So, and he looks like he's having fun. So it's really hard to say how he's going to look this year off preseason because he didn't really play very much. I think we're just I assume he's going to start. So we're just going to have to see how he looks against the Lions and base it off of that because he could be old Jimmy and look really good and hopefully protect the ball. That's the biggest thing. But I like the fact that maybe he'll be taking a little bit less sacks because he seems not afraid to use his legs at the moment. So, and he looks like he's having a lot of fun. So I am excited to see how he's going to play week one.
Yeah, I have to agree with that too. I feel like Jimmy is definitely using his legs more. I feel like he's not afraid of getting hit anymore like he was. And also too is I feel like Trey Lance is actually pushing him to that level as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's really exciting to see. This is a whole different Jimmy, and just like you said, I'm so excited for week one already.
Oh, dude, it can't come fast enough.
Dude, seriously, this 2 weeks is gonna kill me.
Luckily, it's actually a morning game too. So
yeah, it's a 10 o'clock game definitely. So what other players stood out to you today from what you watched? Because I know you didn't really see the beginning of it.
I mean, honestly, just Sherfield. He keeps standing out all in the preseason so far, and I'm excited just to see if he keeps it up in the regular season too. I mean, he's definitely living up to the number 8-1 that he has on his chest right now. I could say that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because in my opinion, that number should be retired anyways. So that's my favorite player, Owens. Yeah. But he's definitely living up to the 8-1 so far, and I'm excited to see if he takes off during the regular season because he's been fantastic so far.
So I was actually going to ask you too. Speaking of Sherfield, we were talking about it in the group today as well. Do you possibly see him as that next wide receiver 3?
Yeah, I think he'll be the main receiver 3, and then maybe like Sanu will get some time in there, and maybe Jennings. But I think the most likely we're going to see a lot of Sherfield.
I think so too.
I think with Sanu being on the team, you have that veteran leadership, which the young receivers like. But I don't think he'll get as much time. Probably just on certain downs, certain plays he'll be in there, and then Jennings too. I think it'll be rotating, but I think Sherfield's going to get most of the snaps. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong, but especially when Lance is in there, he seems to really like Sherfield too. So
yeah, he does.
Well, he's the only one that's been catching all the balls he throws to him too. So, dude. But yeah, I think he's had the best of all the receivers. He's had the best preseason.
Yeah, same. Also, what I was gonna say too is I've noticed too that they were trying to bring Jalen Hurd. They're using him a lot. He did have a couple of drop balls.
He disappointed today. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So you weren't.
I was at the point.
all?
I'm like, if it really comes down to it, and if we need another player, cut him. Like we've had this much time, and then he's in there, and he looks not that great. I mean, it was nice because he definitely can get some separation.
Mm-hmm.
When Trey, so Trey was finding him on the ones where he had a step or two on the corner, but maybe he's just nervous. But the way he was like not catching balls he should be catching just kind of bothered me. But it just seems like a project that never ends. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it was also his first game back too.
That's true.
And he just barely had practice both on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could kind of see. I mean, I don't know. I'm not giving him an excuse, but I mean, you could kind of see it on the field a little bit.
I mean, it's true. I mean, we haven't got to see him in like actual game time yet. So if he actually starts or doesn't start, but actually plays against Detroit, maybe we'll see more. Maybe he'll do something. I guess we'll just kind of have to see. I mean, I think this receiver core is going to be a lot by committee, just the whole season, just depending on the matchup and depending on the game, just whatever receiver can step up and has got the hot hand. I kind of think that's the way our receiver core is built.
Mm-hmm.
I know Ayuk's supposed to be a number one, so we'll see if he really blossoms into that this year. But definitely, I feel like this receiving core is like just going to be based on matchups and based on who's just hot at the time, and that's kind of how it's going to go. Like one receiver could be hot one game and then another one the next. I think we have a good enough receiving core that even our receivers, I think our receiver threes that is good enough with the rotation that we have that just depending on the day that one of those guys could really go off too.
Yeah.
I feel like the receiver three is strong enough that because the first two receivers, the receiver 1 and 2 are taking up, the best corners that, the receiver three guy having the nickel guy on him, I think is going to give them a chance to really shine. So.
Yeah, I agree. Trey Sermon, what'd you think about Trey Sermon?
I love it, dude. I loved him in Oklahoma, so, and he didn't get too much time, with the COVID and stuff, but he did well at Ohio State as well. I really like it because he's a change of pace back. He's a freaking hard, heavy runner.
Dude,
I almost like the thought of like you could think pound it. First and second down, you pound it with Sermon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just feel like you do that, and on a third down, you want to run it again. You just bring in Mostert and get one around the end with his speed. either way, the two of them are just going to be such a good change of pace for each other. Whether you're pounding it, and then trying to break out with Mostert's speed, or Mostert, is doing first and second down, and then you're pounding it hard and third down with Sermon. I think the two of them are going to mesh really well. I think I like the same way Jeff Wilson's kind of a bruiser, but I think Sermon's even a harder runner than him. And so I like the combination, and I like the where we're at with running backs. So I'm really excited to see how Kyle works them in, like who starts and what they play on what formation. I'm really excited to kind of see what he decides to do with the two of them.
Same. I'm pretty excited. I mean, it got brought up in the group chat earlier today if we had like the best running back core in the league. Some of us said no, we don't. Some of us said yeah. I mean, what's your take on that?
It's like, I guess, like, there are people, people might say the Browns because they have like two starters.
Mm-hmm.
With Kareem Hunt backing up Chubb, and Chubb being so amazing, and obviously Hunt, especially out of the backfield, is fantastic. I'd say we might not have the best, but one of the deepest. Like, we might not have the best, but like deepest, and like we have so many running backs that can make a difference. Like, especially like I said in the chat, when Wilson comes back, it just makes it even better. Like, so yeah. I really like the options we have.
At least that's what I think. I could be wrong, but
at running back
actually can make a difference.
Yeah, I want to see. Like, I feel like we didn't see it enough, and people were, obviously saying they probably like Hasty more than is it Elijah Mitchell, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him in the pass game. That's what I want to see. I want to see him catching passes out of the backfield and see kind of, if he plays it all this season, where that goes because of his speed. I want to see what he's capable of with, with the ball in his hand, it's an open space. That's what we didn't get to see because he only played this one game today. So if he makes the 53-man roster and not the practice squad, he's one of the ones I really want to see with the ball in his hands because of that speed.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I know this was his first game back, but especially after reading the play wrong on that one drive with Trey.
Those are just the rookie jitters.
Yeah. But you think Kyle was pretty pissed off on that part?
He's probably mad, but it's still the rookie jitters. It was like it's one of his first or second snap or something.
Mm-hmm.
It
was his first game back because he was injured for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just the rookie jitters. I'm sure he'll be fine. A couple times watching him hit the hole, though, he did look good.
Yeah, he did.
You see that?
He gained some good yards.
Was it the third quarter or the second quarter where he popped that linebacker, put his shoulder down?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, so I like him. I just don't think we've seen enough of him to really make a I don't think I know like people like Hasty because we've seen a lot more of him, but I don't think we've seen enough of Mitchell to really say he's not going to be great or not. I want to see him some more before I decide. So because it's not so much I like him for his running as I want to see what his ability is in the pass game. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like, I think Mostert's obviously good in the pass game, and then I like Sermon in the pass game. I also like Sermon because he can pass block too. He's probably our best pass blocking running back.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he is
definitely. I want to see what Mitchell can do in the run game. Like if we can get him on a swing route or something, or just even running a route and get him the ball. I want to see what he can do with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, this was his first game back, and he'll still have another 2 weeks to practice and get in, get in the groove and just be ready for week one. I think he'll make the 53-man roster.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see what maybe Kyle would have planned for him too, because with all that speed, I just think about like some of the plays we could run with, even imagine you put Mitchell and Mostert on the field at the same time, with kind of like a 2-back set.
Mm-hmm.
And then with all that motion with Debo too. And imagine if Trey's in there and then you're doing all that, got Debo, Mitchell, and Mostert, all that speed and all that trickery. I could just be talking out my ass, but I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see what the possibilities with all that speed on the field at one time could do with the magician that Kyle is with running back, with calling run plays. So, I think that's probably why we drafted Mitchell, was because the speed and stuff like that. So we haven't got to see it yet, but that's what I want to see. Like I want to see all that speed on the field at one time.
Me too. Especially with having Trey Lance out there as well. It's gonna offset a lot of defenses for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be interesting to see. Our defense looked phenomenal as well. I mean, I know it was the Raiders' second, third, fourth stringers, but I mean, they look like they haven't missed a step at all.
They just the defense looks deep. Like our D line, like so deep, which I think is going to be huge. Come like towards the middle of the end of the season, having such a deep defensive line where we can get these guys rotating a lot, so they're not getting beat up too much and taking too many reps. I think going deep into the season is going to make a difference, and I think they're going to be fantastic. And then I like the way we drafted the rookies with the DBs, and I think our defense is going to be fantastic. So,
and then especially with the way Samson Ebukam been showing off too, dude.
Getting pressure, man. He looks really good.
Oh, dude, it's phenomenal.
Dude,
I can't wait till him and Bosa both on each end, man.
Well,
especially D4.
Yeah, and we didn't get a good chance to really see Kinlaw with having Bosa in too and stuff. So, dude, and like if we can get, especially like on third down, third and longs, if we can have Bosa and Ford in there, I want to see with those two guys in there at the same time how much of an impact it has on Kinlaw.
Same. I feel like it's going to bring less pressure for Kinlaw as well, because they're going to be worried about the guys at the end. So then Kinlaw could get in there and sack, try to get a sack and everything.
He gets a lot of pressure up the middle. He was doing that today. So, I mean, if he could suffocate them, even if he can just suffocate the middle, I mean, I think it's going to open it up more for our guys on the end too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially, I also wanted to bring up is a person that I'm looking forward to during the season, and I know for sure is making the 53-man roster because he's working his ass off. It's Hafunga, bro.
Oh,
that
dude.
Boy.
He might start.
Go, man. Oh, my God.
He might start. Like, he might even start, or him and Tart could switch off just because of, Tart's injury problems too. He's exciting. And he might start. We'll see kind of with Tart coming back. I really like Tart. So he plays hard, man. It's funny that people are, they're obviously because he's a USC guy, they're calling him like baby freaking Palomalu, but and then him putting him on a blitz. Oh,
dude, did you see how fast he got to the quarterback, bro?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my God.
He's going to be fun to watch. He's going to be a good state. I think we did really good with our late picks. I think we did really, really good with our late picks. And I think Lenore is going to actually start too.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'll legitimately he's going to start. I think Thomas is going to maybe take some more time, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing him returning kicks too, because the one kick I saw him return, he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked,
Well, I was going to tell you too is in today's game, that was the first caught ball against God, I'm blanking on
Lenore.
Right now. Lenore, all preseason. So
yeah,
that's telling you something too.
Oh yeah, I think he's going to be good. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts at the nickel maybe this year, but I I think he's going to be a good, really good player. I think we did really well in our mid-round draft picks this year. Let's hope that Thomas, can figure it out and play well, because he's, hasn't lived up to his higher draft pick where Lenore was, I think fifth round, and is playing better, because Hufanga was the fifth round too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So our fifth rounders, man. But hey, wasn't Kittle a fifth rounder?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, true. We just the fifth round's our round. It just seems to be. Find some gems in that fifth round. So,
yep.
I'm excited. I'm excited to watch all the young guys. We just need the season to start.
Oh yeah, dude! I cannot wait.
I'm ready.
I cannot wait, man.
It's gonna be fun because we're starting the season off against a scrub team. So.
Yeah, Detroit and the Eagles. So.
Yeah, two of the worst teams in the NFL. So, which, that's why it's like, if you really wanted to start Lance, it's the best opportunity to start him. But it's all right. Jimmy will probably do okay.
Oh yeah, Jimmy will be fine.
If you really want to ask what I want to see, I want Jimmy to just ball out and Trey to sit, because then obviously Trey is going to play next. He'll definitely start next year, and then if Jimmy balls out, that's just boom, get a first round pick. Some team's going to give us a first rounder.
Yep. I think also too, I think if Mozart stays healthy all year, I think he's for sure going to ball out as well.
Definitely. Dude, as soon as he hits that corner, if you give him a couple steps,
he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. I mean, even in today's game, dude, I mean, They used him so much in the first I think it was 2 or 3 series, and dude, he was just going off.
He's so fast, bro. If he stays healthy, and just he's angry right now too, with all the shit talk and stuff, and he takes it personally. So he's running angry.
Yep.
With that speed, so I'm excited. I think he's gonna have a good season. I think having Trey Sermon too is just take a little bit of pressure off him too. He's just gonna be able to ball out.
And I feel like as well too, when Jeff Wilson comes back, I feel like that's gonna help out as well.
Well, yeah, we got our goal line guy back. So.
And I mean, since we're talking about running backs too, how do you feel about Jermichael Hasty? I think he makes the 53.
I think there's a possibility he could be the one to also end up making it too, just because it feels like we're going to only run with two quarterbacks on the roster. I don't see us running with 3. I see Sudfield possibly going practice squad, so maybe that leaves a spot for Hasty. I think that they, the team definitely likes him, so I don't think that they want to give a chance for anybody to pick him up. So I see him making it. I mean, he runs super hard, and as long as he's not fumbling anymore, he's, he runs hard. So, that's why we have such a deep running back room. So, I think he'll make it, because I think the more running backs, the better, because I think Shanahan likes the running back by committee, and he'll play them all. If they're available to play, he's going to put all of them in eventually. So I see him making it.
I agree.
I think because if we're going to only run 2 quarterbacks on the roster, I think that gives us a chance to bring Hasty and keep him on the 53.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially the way that he played today, scoring those 2 touchdowns. I mean, the guy can move for sure.
Oh yeah, I think definitely those touchdowns he scored, I think helped him a lot. So I think Gallman's probably going to be the one cut, unless Gallman makes the special teams. So because he was out there in special teams making a tackle today, I guess. So who knows? I mean, I don't have a problem adding an extra running back and keeping him on special teams.
Yeah, same.
So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think what's the 31st? So Tuesday we'll get the 53-man roster, I think, right? So
yeah, I think by the 31st. I think by 1 o'clock my time, I believe it is.
Okay.
And we can also go live on Tuesday if you like and talk about who made it and who didn't and all that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Just talk about surprises and whatnot.
Yeah. So think that's gonna do it for us for now. We'll definitely for sure be back on Tuesday, talk about 53-man roster. Other than that, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. We'll catch you on Tuesday. Peace.
Later.